season 6, if we ever get there, will open with a very graphic sex scene.
Today we're going to be talking about Lucifer Season 6 and how it's about to change everything. DC Comics has given us many superheroes over the years, but with superheroes come antiheroes. Enter Lucifer, the devil, who abandoned his throne for Los Angeles. Lucifer was based out of Vertigo, before Fox picked it up for a spin-off. Running 3 seasons on the network, the show never maintained a consistent fan base, leading to Fox canceling the show in 2018. A month later, Netflix picked it up, and the show debuted with a 4th season in 2019. Since then, there has been no looking back, as the show is one of the highest rated. The 5th and supposed final season was released in 2 halves. After 5B, Netflix decided to renew it for the final season. Let's find out what number 6 is all about. Hey everyone, and welcome back to Celeb Mania. Before we go any further, make sure to smash that like button. Let's carry on. Arrowverse crossover. We all remember John Constantine. Well, did you know that he has a history with all of them? Lucifer Morningstar makes a cameo appearance in the CW's Arrowverse crossover event, Crisis on Infinite Earths, an event which also retroactively established the world of the series as Earth 666. This event was also featured throughout the TV shows, like Arrow, The Flash, Supergirl, Batwoman, and Legends of Tomorrow. The events of his cameo were 5 years before the events of his show Lucifer. The event also confirms that Lucifer is aware of the multiverse and elaborates how Mazikeen came to work for him before the crisis, thanks to John Constantine. Lucifer picks Los Angeles. The series focuses on Lucifer Morningstar, a powerful and handsome angel who is cast out of heaven for his rebellion. Lucifer becomes increasingly bored and unhappy with his life in hell. As the devil, he has spent a millennia being the Lord of Hell, punishing people, and so he abdicates his throne in defiance of his father, that is God, and abandons his kingdom for Los Angeles, where he runs his own nightclub called Lux. Here, he finds himself involved in a murder investigation and meets the intriguing detective Chloe Decker. After helping the Los Angeles Police Department solve the case by using his power to manipulate humans into revealing their deepest desires, Lucifer accepts a subsequent invitation to work with Chloe as a consultant to the department. And throughout the series, they encounter all sorts of supernatural beings while solving crimes together and developing their relationship. The main leads of the series are Tom Ellis as Lucifer, Lauren German as Detective Chloe, and D.B. Woodside as Amanadale. A Season 5 cliffhanger. Lucifer was supposed to end with Season 5, but the Fox-turned-Netflix series was extended to a very final Season 6. And thank God, Lucifer, that the show didn't end with that heavenly cliffhanger. For those of you that don't remember, or are still in shambles trying to place the season back together in your mind, the story goes a little something like this. God, played by Dennis Haysbert, came back to Earth to repair his broken relationship with his children, Lucifer and his elder Amandale. However, tired of being God and wanting to be with the love of his life in a different universe, he announces his retirement. The number is 6. Originally, of course, Season 6 of Lucifer was never going to happen. Netflix's revival of the series, from Season 4 onwards, was meant to end after Season 5. That's partly why the show was split into 2 halves and given an extended season. When Netflix gave Season 5 the final season order, naturally fans weren't happy that Netflix brought back to life Lucifer, but to only take it away 2 seasons later. It led to the usual fan campaigns, such as petitions, and the best performing petition got over 100,000 signatures. With the numerous high-profile campaigns and the fact that Lucifer continues to blow records out of the water, fans prevailed and once again got the show renewed. Rumors for a 6th season began in early 2020 that Netflix had reversed its decision and began seeking to renew Season 6, but only once it had gotten everyone signed on. It was only in late February 2020, months before airing the first part of Season 5, when Ildi Modrovich and John Henderson had signed on for a further 6th season. In April 2020, however, after more talks, the second revival looked less likely, as Tom Ellis's contract negotiations fell through. But by May 2020, they were fixed and Tom Ellis was signed back. The first anyone heard of Netflix reversing course was back in February 2020, when TV Line had learned that Netflix was back in talks with Warner Bros. Television to extend the show. On the 23rd of June 2020, the official word was released that Season 6 was set to happen, but that it would be the final season. So we talked about the cliffhanger, with which Season 5 ended, but after God has given up his throne in heaven, this sparks an unholy competition between Lucifer and his evil twin Michael, over who will be the best ruler of the universe. And that's when all hell breaks loose. In an epic season finale battle, Michael manages to kill Chloe. Mind you, Michael had just orchestrated Detective Dan's death in the just previous episode. Well, by killing Chloe, Lucifer was forced to go up into heaven and rescue her. In the process, Lucifer dies, but like Chloe, is resurrected, except he comes back with the elevated status as the new god. In an additional interview talking about the renewal, Chris Rafferty said that they wouldn't have introduced God in Season 5 had they known they were moving ahead with Season 6. In late October 2020, there was confirmation that the writers had concluded their work on the 6th and final season, with Ildi Modrovic taking to Twitter to confirm that it was the last day in the Lucifer writers' room. Filming was still ongoing as of December and January 2021, although Variety had revealed that Lucifer was among the many productions that had faced an extension from coming back from the holiday due to the exploding COVID-19 rates in Los Angeles. In February 2021, the series continues to be in production with numerous cast members continuing to post from Warner Bros. Lot. Hold on to your wings because everyone's favorite Celestials and humans will return for the final Season 6, including one bona fide dead guy, Tom Ellis as Lucifer and Michael, Lauren German as Chloe Decker, D.B. Woodside as Amandale, Rachel Harris as Dr. Linda Martin, Leslie Ann Brandt as Mazikeen, Inbar Lavi as Eve, and Amy Garcia as Ella Lopez. Now surprisingly, there is confirmation that Kevin Alejandro returns as Dan Espinosa. Despite his untimely death orchestrated by the villainous Michael, Alejandro confirms this will not be the last we see of Dan's character. In an interview with TV Line, he said that the showrunners had found a gentle way to bring his character back, though not in the way fans expect him to be back, but he seems to get there for the end in some capacity. So we'll wait for that surprise in Season 6. In December, EW announced that actresses Brianna Hildenbrand of the Deadpool fame and Maren Dungy of Alias are also joining the Celestial crew. Hildebrand will play Lucifer's troublemaking sister, Rory, and Dungy as Sonya, a fellow uniformed cop who forms an unlikely bond with Amandale. Scott Porter of Friday Night Lights fame also confirmed his return in Season 6 via Twitter as Detective Carol Corbett. A lot happened at the end of Season 5. Chloe announced her resignation from the LAPD so she could focus on helping Lucifer. Maze and Eve got back together, Linda reunited her long-lost daughter, Michael got his wings cut off, and did we mention that Lucifer is God? D.B. Woodside announced that he will make his directorial debut with Episode 7 of Season 6, Save the Devil, Save the World, written by Ayanna White. In his interview with TV Insider, Woodside reveals that his episode is the last in the season to feature all the characters together. It's currently unknown why the characters split up just 3 episodes before the season finale, but whatever the reason is, heaven or hell help us, the fans are not ready. Episode 6, a lot dirtier than that, written by Modrovic, will directly address BLM, but the movement will be a through line of the season. After all, this is a show about cops, and it is only fitting that they address a movement that held its own in 2020. A fitting climax. Though Season 5 did feature Lucifer finally saying "I love you" to Chloe, writer Mike Costa suggests in his interview with LCL Reviews that Season 6 will continue to dig into what happens after the characters presumably get everything they've ever wanted. So while most shows end with happily ever after, Lucifer will attempt to answer what happens afterwards, as life continues after one gets their heart's desire. So this attempt by the creators will be the most challenging thing they would have done on this show. And let's face it, we all want Season 6 to be the final, and it needs to be bigger than number 5. That's all for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed watching this video. And if you did, hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more content like this. Thanks for watching.